The goal of almost every conventional car race is pretty simple: complete the race distance quicker than everybody else. However, there are a lot of people who value the way they look out on the track just as high as their performance on the track, if not higher. And I am one of them. There's nothing better than standing out from other cars on the racetrack, being recognized for putting your soul, time and effort into designing a car livery, as well as having the opportunity to let the world see your ideas. Over the past few years, different racing games gave us near on unlimited possibilities when it comes to creating custom designs for our cars. And the beauty of it was that you didn't need almost any additional software and hardware, because all the tools required are available in the game itself. Gran Turismo Sport, Forza, Project Cars 3, Need for Speed are among those, but these aren't quite racing simulators. But the genre of the racing game shouldn't affect the creative possibilities inside of it, right? When the release of Assetto Corsa Competizione, arguably one of the best racing sims on the market at the moment, on console was announced, we were made fully aware of the performance limitations that the developers came across when porting the game over on PlayStation and Xbox consoles. It was made clear that the graphics and overall cosmetics will be sacrificed in order to keep up the realism of the sim. However, the devs still promised the ability to create custom liveries. What the console players got instead can be best described as a coloring book rather than a custom livery editor. There are only a few pre-made livery styles, some cars even have only one or two of those, and most of them don't look good at all. Colors choice is another problem. Players can only choose the preset colors, which there are plenty to choose from, but it still means that you won't be able to get the exact color you want every time. Oh, and also, every livery preset is limited to 3 colors only, so if you wanted to have 4 more, you're all out of luck. Lastly, the custom liveries don't have any sponsors on them, apart from a few small stickers here and there, and the sole sponsor sticker that you can choose, which is located on the rear wing. It is obvious that there are a few changes that could be done to the livery editor on Assetto Corsa Competizione, while still not taking up too much of the game's performance. So, I would like to show you the 4 ways to improve ACC Livery Editor. Let's say you and your friends are racing together. You don't want to bother with creating a custom livery, but you still want to look like a team. You scroll through the team liveries for your car and find one that you like. Unfortunately, this team has only 2 matching liveries, so one of you have to be left out and use a completely different livery. The simplest way to fix that is to give players the ability to change numbers on the already existing real-life liveries. That way, a team of drivers can actually look like a team, while not spending their time and effort on custom liveries. This feature can work exactly like a normal livery editor system. You select the car and livery you want to use and then click Edit. However, all the normal custom livery options will be grayed out and disabled apart from the box where you type in your car number. In fact, this kind of feature is already in the game. Lexus RCF GT3 car doesn't allow you to have a custom livery, but when adding a new custom team you can select from a few real-life liveries and change the number on the car. And having this option for every car in the game would make life of numerous players and teams so much easier. Currently, when creating a custom livery, you can have up to 3 different colors on the main body of the car, which is perfectly understandable, but sometimes it's just not enough. I have a team called Molecule Racing Team, and just like many brands we have 3 corporate colors: primary color, secondary color, and tertiary color. When on the track, I want our cars to resemble the team colors but still make drivers stand out from each other, which is normally done through a 4th trim color which is unique for each car. We can often see it done in real life, and this K-Pac's Bentley livery is a perfect example. As you can see, main team colors are British Racing Green, Black and Silver, but car number 3 has blue trim, car number 8 has red trim, and car number 9 has yellow trim, which gives every car more identity than just a number on the side. However, by being limited to only 3 colors on the custom car, I am forced to either sacrifice one of the main team colors, or the ability to make each driver stand out. This can be easily fixed by adding a 4th trim color on the custom livery that will appear, for example, on the mirrors, wing end plate or front splitter. It will allow teams to run a fully branded livery while still giving an option to have a little something special to set them apart. Race cars are just billboards on wheels, and we're completely used to it. That's why when you see a race car with barely any sponsors or no sponsors at all, it makes us feel weird and the livery on the car immediately looks much worse, even if the shapes are cool and interesting. This is probably the biggest issue of the ACC Livery Editor. Custom liveries have only a few small stickers around the car, one sticker on the rear wing, and that's it. As a result, user-created liveries look naked, unfinished and weird because sponsors is what makes a car look like an actual race car. Obviously, we would like to have a Gran Turismo Sport level livery editor, but we need to be realistic here, and it's clear that the main focus of Assetto Corsa Competizione is the realistic racing experience, which comes at a cost of visuals and cosmetics. So instead we're going to take a look at Project Cars 3. I know, just please don't click away from the video. When creating a custom livery on Project Cars 3, the game doesn't allow you complete freedom in what stickers you put where, however it gives you just enough freedom for creativity. The system is simple. You have predetermined places on the car where you can put stickers that are already in the game. This doesn't take up too much of the game's performance but gives livery creators almost endless combinations of sponsors they want to run with. Having dedicated places for sponsors on the car shouldn't be that difficult to implement on ACC, considering the game already uses this feature when selecting a sponsor on the wing of the car. Now, I understand that there is always a legal and contractual background when adding someone's logo into the game, so it's understandable that Kunos cannot just add loads of different sponsors into the game. And it's fine because we already have 11 sponsors that you can choose from, but only for one specific part of the car unfortunately. Plus, it's not impossible that other companies would agree to have their logo available for user-created liveries. And it would be great even if certain sponsors could only be applied to specific cars, but this is just an assumption. I have used all my Photoshop skills to create this livery using only the sponsors that we have in the game, and in my humble opinion the overall look of the car has improved massively by just having sponsors on it. So even a few slots, at least on both sides of the car, bonnet and 2 on both bumpers, for sponsors that are already in the game would make a world of a difference for livery creators. It is not a secret that when it comes to Assetto Corsa Competizione, PC players have a big advantage over console players. PC receives updates and DLCs earlier, not to mention the performance capabilities of a PC in comparison to a console. But there's another benefit in playing ACC on the computer, especially for livery creators. It's the ability to use external software for your game. On PC you can create your livery in Photoshop, put this file into the specific folder of the game files and there you go, your fully custom livery is in the game. Since PC players can do it, why not allow them to help us, console players, out? ACC could benefit massively if the PC community was able to get their liveries officially added into the game. Kunos could set up a community forum where livery creators could submit their custom liveries, and then each month the developers would select their favorite ones and then let the players decide which livery will be added into the game next. These can be full-on liveries as well as custom livery presets, but after a year the game's livery options will be expanded by at least 12 new liveries. Now again, I understand the legal issues that may arise when putting a third-party created content into the official product, but I'm sure some limitations and restrictions, such as using only a selected list of sponsors for submitting a custom livery, can be implemented to satisfy all the contractual needs. This will not only give a livery creators community more recognition, but will also massively help the console side of the game, since the players there are forced to rely on the livery editor with no other alternatives. It is understandable and makes perfect sense that racing games, and especially racing sims, are mainly based around on-track action and that's it. However, the liveries creating community filled with incredibly talented and amazing people is growing bigger and bigger, while still being rarely recognized by the game developers. For me personally, it is extremely important to have the ability to express myself or my ideas through creating liveries for race cars. As much as I love racing on Assetto Corsa Competizione and appreciate the level of realism that they have reached, the game is still very limiting when it comes to creativity in the livery editor. Once again, I am fully aware that this is not the focus of the sim, but the ideas described in this video would make the livery editor much better and would open up a lot of opportunities for the creativity of the community. Anyway, if you have any other suggestions on how to improve the livery editor on Assetto Corsa Competizione, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.